you hear dolphin training, what do you think of? If you're like many Americans, you think of SeaWorld and not the United States Navy. The NMMP, Navy Marine Mammal Program, has been an important part of the United States Navy for over 60 years. It all started in the 1960s when scientists wanted to study the unique attributes of marine mammals, like the hydrodynamics of dolphins. But dolphins are not the only animals that they use. In the early days, they considered using killer whales as well as fur seals. But today, the NMMP uses bottlenose dolphins and California sea lions. Training these animals has positively impacted the Navy by providing better insight to echolocation, rescuing and locating people in water, and changing the face of water combat since the Cold War. It all started with sonar studying. It was first believed that the sonar capabilities of dolphins could assist in building efficient tech for boats and submarines. It was soon realized that training dolphins to perform missions would be very useful. They became especially useful for Vietnam and the Persian Gulf War. The first dolphin that was trained by the Navy was named Tuffy, and he could dive 200 feet below sea level to an underwater lab to deliver mail and tools to Navy personnel. From 1965 to 1975, there was a rumor of a program called the Swimmer Nullification Program. This program was essentially people that believed dolphins were being trained by the Navy to attack and kill enemy swimmers. The claims were even made by many ex-military, but the Navy still denies it today. By the 1980s, the program had over 100 dolphins and an operating budget of $8 million, but after the Cold War, it was substantially downsized. Within NMMP, 5 marine mammal systems exist, with Mark IV through Mark VIII. Mark IV dolphins use echolocation to find underwater mines. Once they find the mines, they place a locator at the bottom of the ocean for their trainers to find. With the rough seabeds and high clutter of the ocean, the dolphins are a lot more capable than the machinery that the Navy has for locating these mines. In Mark V, which became operational in 1975, sea lions are used to find lost hardware and test equipment in the water. With low visibility, and it takes too long for humans to find it, it's a lot easier, not to mention that with humans, you only have so much time under the water before you have to come back up. Mark VI specializes in protecting harbors, piers, and gulfs. It became operational during Vietnam from 1971 to 1972, as well as Bahrain from 1986 to 1987. It was also expanded to sea lions to locate waterborne intruders. Mark VII is used for dolphins to help clear a path for troops to reach the mines that the Mark IV find. Mark VIII uses humans and dolphins to interact with troops to identify safe landing spots on the shore. Dolphins have become a popular weapon in water. Many Americans don't know how many dolphins have fought for their country on numerous occasions. Many dolphins were deployed during the Bahrain and Tanker War to protect the flagships in Manama Bay. They were also used for security at the Republican National Convention of 1996, which was hosted at a waterside convention center in San Diego. This took place less than a month after the bombing of the Summer Olympics. In 2003, they also assisted in the Persian Gulf War, clearing mines during a U.S. invasion of Iraq. Many other countries have also tried attempting a program using dolphins. The Soviet Union started training in 1965 in Crimea, and Ukraine also a few years ago tried to develop a program which was stopped by Russia. Future wars waged on the world's oceans and ocean seas could require an expanded role for the military dolphins. In conclusion, the world has been greatly impacted by the Navy training these marine mammals. Without training, our military would have less knowledge about echolocation, we wouldn't have as accurate source for locating waterborne humans, and we wouldn't have changed the face of water-based conflicts.
Well, guys, y'all realize every time y'all read, you can see it in the back of the